everyone, welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting and another episode of the Whatever Report, our weekly hangout where I ramble for an hour and you guys hang out with me and I appreciate it immensely. We have been a little inconsistent lately. Family stuff last weekend and before that I was sick and yeah, it's been a little inconsistent lately, but hopefully we're getting back on a regular schedule. We had my man GT Key in here tailgating multiple times early on. We should all have our condolences for my man Unruly. His dogs lost today. I was disappointed. I really thought they'd handle Alabama, and they did not. And so, a little disappointment to me too. I was kind of hoping Alabama would lose, but because I just don't like Alabama. But they did not today, and so yeah, for Unruly, we'll see if he shows up. I know he's probably still a little upset. My man Lasso, I did think about that after I made this thumbnail, that you would be quite excited again. We will get to why that is my thumbnail here in a little bit. That is one of the things that I read this week that we're going to be discussing. So, yeah, we will definitely get to that here when we get to the reading. Well, man, playing in Arizona, what is going on? Yeah, I'm tired of Bama. So, I mean, Georgia's won the last 2 years, so I don't exactly feel too bad for them. But, yeah, they're probably getting left out. And so we'll see. Gordon, what's going on? They said the bad trailer, he is selling all his Madam Web first appearances. They said they're bad trailer. Well, that seems like a good way to lose money. But definitely was a bad trailer for sure. That's right. There you go. That's the way to take it. It was a great run. Got to start a new one now. But I don't see a path for you guys to get in, which is, I mean, I guess Florida State loses tonight. Maybe. Yeah, I don't see it because Michigan ain't gonna lose. They already got 10 points, and Iowa ain't scoring that many. So that's let's see. Yeah, Michigan's already scored 10. That game's over. So, I have heard. Yeah, it seems to be everybody is loving the new Godzilla movie, which is I'm not a huge Godzilla person, but it does seem like it could be fun. You can't see me. I appear to have video on my end. Anybody else not seeing me? Is it just Gordon? Yeah, I don't deserve it. Yeah, you're like this, got to keep winning. Next year, be no problem. Next year, you'd be in no matter what. You just had to play next game. Planet sees me. Okay, so I think we're good. I think it's just on your end, Gordon. You may have to reload or something. And then really says he can't see Gordon. Well, neither can I. So nobody can see Gordon. All right, let's get into our topics, or whatever topics that we like to talk about. What are we drinking? I almost opened a new bottle tonight, and then I decided to be lazy, and I just went with the little local distillery, holiday distillery, the soft red wheat. Something I like, and something that's been open, so we decided to just go with that tonight. Just see binary back there. There you go. I do. I have had my Marvels, my background are up since I've seen the movie. I saw it way late, but last couple weeks I have had that up. I don't know how much longer it'll stay up. Depends on how motivated I am to change it, really. So, but yeah, we got all our Carol books, and then we do have a Kamala and a Monica book back there, way at the back. Yeah, they're behind me. So, hey, Kenneth, what is going on? So that's what we're drinking tonight. So we're sipping a little bit of that. Nothing too serious. It's Kenneth's birthday. Happy birthday, Kenneth. I did not know that. So, spry, 22? Can you drink now? Is that? So, all right. Hey, he remains. What is going on? Gordon can see us now. That's good. So that is good. All right. What we got next? It's funny, we didn't really do one of these last week, and I don't know that I have that many topics to talk about, but we'll see. What are we got coming up on the channel? D&D tomorrow night. We could be the final session. I don't think so. I mean, I never know what path they're going to try to take. So potentially, this could be the final session tomorrow night. I doubt it. I think we got at least 2 more, if not 3 more. Depends on how they decide to play this out. How aggressive they get, if they force my hand, or if they role play it a little bit. I don't know that they can force my hand enough to finish it tomorrow. But we are coming to the end of the D&D campaign. I am through everything at this point. Is no longer. I mean, technically, we're still playing Ghost of Saltmarsh, but we are past the content of the book. They have finished the book. I had planned to. The original plan was to keep them going to at least like level 15. They're at level 12 right now. But I've just run out of steam. I've been DMing for 2 years. I was kind of running out of good ideas. And I decided to we're setting up the final confrontation here with some of the side stuff that I'd set up. And yeah, so that's going to be tomorrow night. And maybe we'll do one more. And then I think probably after the first of the year, we'll be starting a new game over, I think, on White Whale's channel. So there you go. I don't have her first, the first appearance of her in the black costume yet. It's a book that's been kind of on my list, but never been a high priority because it's not a super expensive book. And honestly, I didn't really start collecting her until after she became Captain Marvel. So I don't really have a lot of books from before then. So I've just filled in some keys from before then at this stage. So no, I don't have a lot of that stuff. So I just don't have any really good issues to go with that. Well, we will see about Dagon. Obviously, Dagon has been a theme running through the thing. We'll see how it plays out. Tiamat has not been a character that I have been planning on. I will just flat out tell you. I did have to bring in a dragon last week. They kind of just ignored it, but yeah. Donna in the red jumpsuit. Yeah, that's a good one too. Good period. Oh, yeah. I don't have some of the Donna red jumpsuit for a minute. Yeah, I need that one. That is a great idea. Okay, it is. There's a lot of stuff I still need, but I'm slowing down quite a bit on my buy-in for sure. All right. Other things coming up on the channel. There will most likely be a Cash or Trash on Monday night. That's kind of when we've been doing it. I did not actually go through. Normally, I go through today and do the CBSI stuff and get it prepped. Haven't done that yet, but we'll probably, we'll probably just do that tomorrow. Because I don't have a lot going on tomorrow. The weather's crappy, so I'm probably not going to get outside. Yeah. Nice. Good luck. And then Wednesday, we have the return of the indie show. Very nice. Haven't done an indie show since we wrapped Deadly Class back at the beginning of November. Kind of slowed down on it. The scheduling people every week has been slow. But my plan is, we'll see if we get it done 3 weeks in a row, is to just the next 3 weeks is to hit a volume a week of Middle West. We're going to start that on Wednesday night. We're going to do volume 1, and then the plan is tentatively, obviously schedules change, that kind of stuff, is to shoot for volumes 2 on the 13th, volume 3 on the 20th, and just crank through all of Middle West over the next 3 weeks. I got my man Tacoma Comics, and I got Old Wolf going to hang out with me and talk Middle West. Just a 3-man crew for this one. I have not read this yet. I have not started it yet. I've heard good things. But yeah, we'll see. Puppy dog just rolled himself over and woke himself up. So we'll see if he starts whimpering. But he'll probably lay back down in a second. So yeah. Hey Gore, what is going on, my friend? Welcome. Hey, Bob's your uncle. So we're gonna be discussing Middle West this week. So if you're a big fan, come check that out. Come hang out with it if you haven't seen it. If you haven't read it yet, maybe get a preview and see if it's something that's up your alley. So there will be spoilers though. So 817 Michael, what is going on? Laura Myra Breckenridge. There you go. So that's all the stuff coming up on the channel, at least short term. Obviously, next week gonna be the similar weekend stuff. And yeah. All right. So what we got next here? What did we pick up this week? Nothing. The only thing's been coming in is stuff I've been buying people for Christmas and that kind of stuff. Except I did have a Midtown order come in. So I do have that in here. And so I did have, they came in today. So I do have several Midtown books that came in today. There you go. Which is probably why you use the name for your YouTube channel. I'm going to guess, as you're a big fan. So yeah, I did get my 2-week Midtown order of new books come in. We had newest issue of Detective. What are we up to? 1078. Which is, yeah. We had newest issue of Titans, number 5. I have not read these yet. These just came today. Although one of them I have read. We'll talk about it when we get to it. It'll be the last one. Newest issue of Catwoman. Nakayama, she's back in the purple suit. I'm a little behind on the end of the City at War stuff, so I'm not sure exactly why she's back in the purple suit, but I may or may not find that out in this issue. We'll see. I did not even get time to read Nightwing yet, so yeah, that tells you how my day went, because normally Nightwing is one of the first things I read when it comes in, but haven't read it yet. I did get the newest Frisian Harley. Yeah, I keep. Oh, Magic Lasso missed it. I don't know if you missed it or if he just wants to see it again, but yeah, we can show it. It is a Nakayama. He's been doing the A covers. I mean, Nakayama's an interesting artist for me. I know John loves David Nakayama. He is kind of hit or miss for me at times. And I don't exactly know what makes ones hit versus the ones that miss all the time, but yeah, it's just a little hit or miss for me. Frisian is almost never a miss, although this one's your priority, everyone. Welcome aggressively, welcome, sir. Oh, I think this is bag splits. No, it just okay. No, it's just the tab. Okay, I thought it was split. And then the source of my thumbnail tonight is Wonder Woman number 3, the new Tom King Wonder Woman series, and yeah, we're gonna shift immediately into what are we reading, because this is the one he does occasionally really knock it out of the park. Absolutely. This series from issue 1 has been Tom King at his best, as far as I'm concerned. Between this and her portrayal right now in Birds of Prey, loving the Wonder Woman stuff right now, as based on my thumbnails the last 2 weeks. My fave of the 3 issue arc so far. I would agree with that. Yeah, I could have done the next page. If you see my thumbnail tonight, her in the elevator, like all bored as they're trying to like stop her, and she's just like, yeah, no. And there's several just fantastic moments as she gets tired of being hunted and tries to take the fight to them to get the information she needs. It's just an excellent issue, and the use of the invisible jet, the use of just all of it is so well done. Her in the elevator and then coming out of the elevator, as Lasser said, it's just a great sequence. Even the bad guy doing the over the arcing commentary where he's telling the story to Trinity, who we still don't know everything about, but in the future, telling it, like relating the story. So he's probably not a reliable narrator at all. But anyway, yeah, it's just been really good, and I've really enjoyed the heck out of it. Looking forward to more, and there's just. I know Taylor is not Taylor. Tom King is a hit or miss writer for a lot of people. Some people love his stuff. I loved his early Batman stuff. Didn't like the last half of it. I do. There's certain some people that think maybe he is a better telling shorter sequence stories and not the long run kind of thing. I could see that in some of the stuff that I've read from him. But he gets Diana, like so far at least. It seems like her voice, what she's doing here, like I feel like he gets her in a way that a lot of writers don't necessarily. It's just been really fantastic. I've loved every second of it so far. Wonder Woman's selling very well for the first time in years locally. In the past, people just bought it for the first covers. Yeah, I was one of those. I enjoyed the first part of that run when Rucka was writing it. And then when he went off that book, it was not nearly as good. And then I just kept buying it for the Frozen covers. And then slowly after the Frozen covers dropped off, it wasn't that long. And then I finally just dropped it. I mean, that's clearly what they're hinting at in this issue. That's clearly, so spoilers for this issue. The little reveal at the end of it is that, yeah, it appears that's where things are going here. Is this her daughter that they've been selling us is going to be basically an adopted daughter, kind of like an adopted sister. We will see. That doesn't make now if it truly she becomes her adopted daughter, that does not make her any less her daughter, in my opinion. That is someone who knows people that have adopted and everything else. Yeah, that doesn't change who your parents are. Diana would still be her parent. But yeah, that does appear the path they're going, as opposed to actually having Diana hook up with somebody and have a kid, which I kind of actually like. I would prefer DC not. I don't know that there's a good choice for actually having her, for the father to be, that won't just make a lot of people mad. So I think this is probably a good path. That's clearly what they're hinting at. Is she riding a reindeer? I don't know. I haven't looked ahead at the next cover. I'll be honest. That would be cool. I haven't been buying the variants. It's been part of I can only buy so many issues. So I've just been buying the A covers. There have been some variants. I don't know if I remember the Diodato one for this issue. I'm trying to think. Let's just see. Diodato. I don't know if I remember even seeing that one. Oh, okay, yeah, I did see that one. I thought about it, and then I just ended up sticking with the A. Okay, yeah, I did see that one. It looks like, and maybe it's just because I don't have the full. Yeah, it actually looks better than I thought. Her face looked a little weird in that smaller photo, but once I blew it up a little bit, it looks fine. But yeah, for sure. The evil monologue. I mean, the evil monologue works here very much. So apparently, I'm boring though. I'm sorry that I'm boring you, Gordon. So hardcover Dream Country, nice. There you go. I don't know. I've never liked Trevor. I've never liked the concept that she just falls in love with the first man she ever meets. I've always thought that, for lack of a better term, dumb. And I don't, and generally he hasn't been written in a way that he deserves her. That's not necessarily just the way the character's been written. So I hope it's not Steve. I would be disappointed if it's Steve, because I thought the whole concept of her falling for the first guy, and based on her comments here where she talks about him, it doesn't seem very likely. The way she talks about him in this issue, of course, that could just be her talking to this bad guy, but yeah, I'm not a big fan. I am not a fan of that relationship, because I think that's just a dumb concept that she just falls for the first guy she ever meets. And generally speaking, he has not been written in a way that he deserves her, in my opinion, but that's me. Don't make me ban Igor. Scott Summers he's horrible. He's been horrible when he is a dad. He's horrible to the women. Yeah. Dwayne, you wish. Hey, Blue Collar Dan, what is up? You can be mad at someone that's so well. I'm not saying it couldn't be. I'm just saying I'd kind of be I'd be a little disappointed by that. We'll see. I think the other potential is maybe better storytelling, but she doesn't really do that. I mean, her morals kind of prevent her from doing that, and yeah. Plus, I don't think you can save that guy. So, other stuff we're reading. I did get through a couple of books that I had left from my last week. I finally got around to the High Republic stuff. Yeah, Phase 1 and Phase 3 are much better for me, that have engaged me a lot more on High Republic than Phase 2 did. Phase 2 was obviously the jump back in time. We got all new characters again. I was more interested in the Phase 1 characters. I'm glad to start getting back into them. I'm looking forward to this stuff. So yeah, I'm pumped about diving back into High Republic with the characters from that Phase 1, for sure. You're not wrong. Although I feel like that's only really happened, obviously, that they hinted at it in the cartoon, the Justice League animated series. They hinted at it a couple of times over the years in Justice League, and then they hinted at it again during all that Blackest Night, Brightest Day stuff, when she becomes the Star Sapphire and all that kind of stuff. But otherwise, they've mostly avoided that in the comics. I don't mind it. I actually kind of like the two of them, but I don't know that that's where they're going either. Yeah, Phase 2 just did not engage me at the same level that Phase 1 did, and so I'm hoping Phase 3 is better. And Phase 2 was different writers too, so yeah, this is true. It was more than like a year. Yeah, that is part of King's run. That's part of Tom King's run. At the time, she was dating under Rucka's run. She was with Steve again, and then he was with Selena, and that was in the lead up to the wedding, and he'd already proposed at that point. And then they got stuck in this alternate dimension for like what they thought was like a day here in reality or whatever, but where they were at was like 10 years or something. It was something. It was much longer than MJ was stuck in that little dimension in ASM, and they had her just cheat on and ditch Pete for a new guy, and Diana and Bruce were there for much longer, and they didn't, at least according to the way the story was told. So there you go. No, that was not. Well, they may have done something similar in Death Metal, but this was just part of the main Batman run. There's like a 2-issue in Batman, in the 30s of the King run. I thought it was fun. I'm not a huge Damien fan, but I am a fan when they give Damien a foil that makes him a little less serious and a little more of a person. And so I did actually enjoy the backup. I won't lie. Hey, cute kitty kid, I haven't seen you for a while. Welcome. Yeah. And part of it could be why I didn't love the Phase 2 stuff is I still haven't finished reading all the Phase 2 stuff. All the books. I kind of got behind and then I haven't finished all of them. So, yeah, I need to finish it. Even can't go. I mean, it's true. Yeah, there you go. Lasso's got the numbers. All right. Other stuff I'm reading. For those that something else, I guess technically I picked up. I won Melanin and Mangas, which is a YouTube channel that's got Sheena and Ninja on there. They talk manga. It's a relatively new. I think they're still right now. They're in their drive for like 250 subs, but they did a 100 sub giveaway. I think it was a 100 sub giveaway. I could be wrong on that. I should open them so I could drop the link here. I might try to do that. Let's go to this. And anyway, they did. I clearly typed their channel name wrong. See if I can find it in my sub 2 channels. There it is. I did type it wrong. But found it. So I'm going to drop their link in here because they are currently at 172 subscribers. They're hoping to get to 250. But they did a giveaway after 100. I won. And they sent me, they're talking mostly manga. You guys know I'm a big One Piece fan at this point. I've read a lot of other mangas back a decade ago plus. I haven't read a lot recently. For about 10 to 15 years, I read a lot of it. Now I mostly just read One Piece and One Punch Man, are about the only two I'm really reading right now. But I won a box set, and she had a list of potentials if I was interested, or that could be my prize. I picked one that I never tried, that she was like, ooh, because I was like, these are a couple I haven't read that were on her list. She recommended this one, so they sent me the box set of the first 11 volumes of Chainsaw Man. So I have started reading Chainsaw Man this week. We are halfway through volume 2. I think like 12 issues in at this point. Thanks, Gore. Awesome. Nice. I'll be honest, I haven't looked for a while. That's maybe a little high at the moment, but it's not bad. That would used to be pretty good. I just haven't tracked that for a while, so I'm not exactly sure where that book should be at the moment. I know it's come down significantly. That may still be about right, Charles. I'm not, so don't take me either way on that, because I'm not 100% sure, because I have not looked at I have a 9, but I haven't looked at that book for a while, just in general, and where it's at. Mostly because I looked for a deal when it come down a little bit from when it peaked, and it's still come down since I bought it. So it's kind of been like, ugh. So overpaid. Should have waited longer. But then, that goes. So we are 12 issues into Chainsaw Man. This is volume 2. That's Power. And so what do I think of Chainsaw Man at this point? It's very kind of typical. We kind of have a lot of the Japanese kind of shonen style mangas. Our hero, Denji, is kind of an idiot. He kind of gets power in an unlikely way. Lasso says the force with you, so Lasso might know better than I that it might be a good price right now. And he's basically, it's very typical. It's very similar to like One Punch Man in a way, because they're fighting demons. There's demons in this world that just pop up and they're fighting them and killing them. And it's a lot of like One Punch Man where there's monsters that pop up and they fight them. And so it's very kind of similar in that. Saitama and this Denji guy are very similar antagonists in the fact that they're both kind of idiots. Although Saitama is clearly overpowered from the beginning. That's part of the trope of that one. I will say I'm not 100% sold on this yet. Mostly because the side character, like, Denji's okay. I'm not like, he's not my favorite protagonist by any stretch, but he's been solid, okay. The side characters haven't completely engaged me yet. Power here seems like she's going to be fun, but we're still kind of just getting to know Power. The guy that's kind of his roommate here, that's kind of his guide within the monster or the devil hunter business, and I can't find his name at the moment, and I don't remember it. Kind of the stiff rival guy hasn't really like got me engaged. And then the boss lady, who's the one that's kind of pulled him into this life, and is clearly manipulating him, clearly using him for her own purposes. But she hasn't, I don't know, like the side characters haven't completely hooked me yet. Like, it's solid, it's fun, it's super bloody and violent. Because he turns into a guy with chainsaw arms and his head's got a chainsaw coming out of it, like, because he's kind of become half demon, like he merged with his pet devil. I guess devils is what they're calling them, not demons, but because he was dying and it merged with him in anyway, like, so he's like half and half, and so it's a lot. I mean, it's a chainsaw taking on these guys, so it's super bloody and violent. I mean, it's got potential. It just doesn't have me 100% hooked. It needs the side characters. The world needs to sell me a little more than it has so far. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But I'm not hating it. I'm just not 100% in. But obviously, they sent me this free. Like, I won this whole volume. So I'm going to read these 11 volumes, and we'll see. So you guys will get updates as we go through. Right now, we're halfway through volume 2 this week. So we'll see how far we get. The dog is at the very beginning. He like takes this dog. He's like super poor. He's way in debt. He's working for these gangsters to try to pay off his father's debt. The kid doesn't have money or food or anything, so he's just like, his goals are just to like not be hungry and to actually have a girl look at him, and like, it's very simple. But yes, he adopts this little dog devil at the beginning, and there's not an image, and I got volume 1 here real quick. So I think they're up to like 15 volumes of this, and right now this gives me like 11. So yeah, his little dog chainsaw devil thing is what ultimately saves his life and merges with him early in the story, which gives him these powers. So, Puppy Dog rolled over. he did roll over. So I'm sure he's ready to go to bed. But like I said, I'm in for. We're gonna keep reading this. I'm not like out. Like I said, I'm not 100% sold yet, but I'm not. It's definitely got potential. It's just the world around Denji is not unique enough yet to engage me on its own, so I need the other characters to engage me for sure. So, but I'm looking forward to continuing reading it. Anything else I've gotten to this week? I'm back. I'm continuing my reread of One Piece. We're into volume 8. This is one of my favorite volumes. as we get Nami's backstory and we get the moment that hooked me forever on One Piece is at the end of this volume. I'm not quite to that moment yet, mainly because I started reading on this. But yeah, we're continuing our reread there. Arlong Park still gets me every time. I get to that page, and then to the page at the end of Arlong, the page that sets up the fight, and then the page at the end. It's why to this day Nami is still one of my favorite characters, even though she's not nearly as well written post time skip as she was pre time skip. But yeah, looking forward to reading that again. So anything else? Like I said, going to be reading this over the next couple of days, the first 6 issues of Middle West. So we'll talk about that on Wednesday. And yeah, that's our reading. What are we watching? Hey, baby, you're okay. You're okay. We'll go to bed in a little bit. You're okay. Just a little longer. I know. Yes, the squeak is happening now. We're awake at the moment. So, what are we watching? Football mostly. I did see the shows and stuff. I haven't really watched anything. I did see the trailer for what was the trailers I just watched? There was 2 of them. The Furiosa trailer. I thought that looked pretty good. I'm a big fan of Anya Taylor-Joy. I enjoy. That's probably the one with Furiosa. Is one of my favorite of the Mad Maxes. I think I'm not a huge Mad Max guy. I won't lie. But I did enjoy that one a lot. Which is the most recent one. I don't even remember what the title is. Fury Road, Fury. I don't remember which one that one's called. But anyway, the one with Charlize Theron is Furiosa. I'm intrigued by that. I definitely may see that one. I will probably watch. I don't know if I'll watch it in the theater or not. I'll probably wait on that. But yeah. And then what was the other trailer? There's another trailer that just came out that I thought was pretty good. The season 2 House of Dragon thing. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. So I did watch those 2 trailers. That's about it, watching wise. All right, with that, still haven't watched Loki. I just haven't gotten there. I was sick and everything else, and I just haven't gotten there. I need to, but it hasn't happened. So, with that, we got like 20 minutes left. Kind of into whatever you guys want to talk about. We're just hanging out. I'm sure I did not win. I know the CBC awards are going on, I think, right now. I was up for one. I'm not watching it because I've been up for the same one like all 3 years, and I've never won. And I don't think I won this year because they didn't reach out to me. Because usually they have the winners on, and they did not reach out to me. So, Blue Eye Samurai, that did look intriguing. I have not started to watch that yet. Anya Taylor would make a good Black Cat. That's a solid choice. That is a solid choice. She would make a good Felicia. If I had my pick of comic characters, that would be a solid choice for Marvel. Who else? I mean, she already played Magic. I would love to see, like, if they're bringing X-Men in, I wouldn't mind seeing her be Magic again. That was solid. That was easily the best part of that movie for me. DC-wise, I don't know who I would cast as DC-wise, but she would be solid as Felicia as well. I still want to see her as Erica Slaughter. Give me Something That's Killing Children. Her in the white tank top with the chainsaw and I want to see her as Erica Slaughter in the mask and those big eye, because she's got the big eye. I mean, yeah, that's what I want to see her. I'll be honest. not hating when you're just speaking the truth. I do not like the term Cyclops hater. I am a Cyclops truther. I speak the truth. And I do it a little bit just to like annoy John and like just to, mostly to annoy Chet, I think, and a little bit you, Ryan, but mostly, yeah. I definitely annoy the Scott Summers lovers because I stand by. He's not actually a very good leader, and he is horrible. He has had the best luck with women, maybe in the entire Marvel universe, although Pete has had pretty good luck in terms of like getting just amazing women in his life. And he treats them like garbage. He's horrible. And yeah, so yeah, dog, sweet puppy. I know. You're ready for bed, big dog. The big dog is still with me. Obviously, as you can hear him. He will be 14 when we do this show next Saturday. His birthday is next Saturday. So he will turn 14 next Saturday. Which for a lab is an old man. So I tolerate, we're, still sharp mentally. He's still very sharp mentally. He still only has gray like down here, like under his chin. He doesn't have, like normally a lab gets a lot of gray around their eyes and stuff. He doesn't have that. He has it on the bottoms of his paws are white. All the hair on the bottom of his paws is white. And then his chin is white. Still super sharp. Although his eyesight's he's got some cataracts going, but he can still see. He still hears. But his mobility is just starting to get really troubling. Yeah. The back legs just don't want to work all the time, do they? Or most of the time. So we're not super mobile at the moment. But we're hanging in there. So I think he's going to I would be surprised if he doesn't make 14. Obviously, that would be this week. That would be a big surprise. But I don't know how much longer we're going to have the old man. So, but we're going to enjoy him while he's here. So, he's been a good dog. Yeah. I know. So, yeah, 14, still a puppy. Yeah. Mentally, sometimes he's definitely still a puppy. I mean, 14 for a lab is, particularly for a lab that was a 100-pound lab. He's a big lab. He is a big Labrador. He's been 100 pounds his whole life. Now he's probably 90 something, but and he's not been fat. He's not a fat dog. Never been a fat dog. He's been just muscly and strong, but he's a big boy. But yeah, we love the dog. We love the dog. I know the dog's ready for bed, isn't he? Yeah. Enjoy your dinner. So thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit, Planet. Appreciate you. All right, you guys got anything else you want to talk about? Because I don't know that I have anything else. I don't know. I should have other topics. I should have like dragged John or somebody in tonight, I guess, maybe. But it's weird I haven't done one of these for a couple weeks. And I don't know. Next back issue I will buy. In terms of like a non-key, probably, I mean, it's really, obviously I'm still looking for Nightwing 1 million to finish out that run, to finish the volume 2 Nightwing stuff. I need, issue 4 of volume 1 of the 4-issue miniseries? I don't remember now. I'll have to look and see which one it is I'm missing. So those are two things I'm to finish out the 4-issue miniseries. Those are two things I'm obviously looking for back issue wise. And then otherwise, it'll probably be one of the Ballant Catwomans I'm missing, and or one of the Frisian Wonder Womans I'm missing. Those are the other two things I've been trying to slowly finish. I've been trying not to just go on eBay and order them and trying to find them, but I don't hunt a ton. So it's been a pretty slow process because I don't hunt a ton. When I do, there's not that many shops in the area where I do. So I hit the same places. So there's not always new stuff. So we'll have to see. I'll have to maybe try to do this spring, maybe try to hit some other places and try to finish those runs out. In terms of bigger books, we did talk about this on the, I did the 50 recap here a couple weeks ago. Over there. And so we're down to, technically I've gotten 43 books off my versions of the 50, the 30, the 12, which have changed the book some. It's like up to 64 books actually instead of 50, but some of them I'm not still looking for. So there are 12 left. We talked about these on that video. These are kind of the final 12. My goal is to get 7 of them, and then I would actually pick up 50 books during this process. Which of these is going to be the next one? I don't know, because I don't know when that's going to happen, because normally I do a big book as a Christmas/birthday present to myself. But I kind of already did a Christmas/birthday present to myself because my iPad was not dead, but it was rather old and it was starting to struggle a little bit. So I did take advantage of Black Friday, and because I knew nobody else was getting me, they were doing other stuff for me, family and stuff wise. And I did buy myself an iPad kind of as my early Christmas gift. So there may not be one anytime soon. So that is kind of odd, because I would have thought you would be not necessarily like a huge Selena collector, but I would have thought that'd be a character that you would have some books of. So I am a little surprised for that. Joe Bag of Sevens, what's going on? We just talked about the puppy. He is just rolled over on his back and in a very awkward position as he's trying to sleep now. But he's still hanging in there. He will be 14 next Saturday. So he's an old man, but he's hanging in there. He's been mostly quiet tonight. I did get him settled and mostly sleeping by the time we started. But really, he's just waiting for me to go to bed so he can go to bed. That's what it's really about. So I didn't get the blue one. Yeah, I don't know. The 10s all come with a color. The 10th gen, which is 10th gen is already, I mean, they'll replace them this spring and they'll have 11th. They didn't do a new one this past spring. So yeah, so this is actually the 22 version or whatever, but so yeah, I just got the blue. I don't know. That's usually my choice. I usually end up with blue stuff for. Do I sell big books before I get big books? It depends. I was there for a while. I had turned there for a couple years. I had sold some books, used it to buy some books that I I'd slabbed and flipped, and I'd done some of that. And then kind of when the market crashed, I ended up stuck with some books that really aren't, like I bought some moderns and stuff that I was going to slab and sell, and in the post-21 market crash, a lot of those books just ended up not hardly being worth. They crashed enough that they weren't even hardly worth sending in the slab. So I have some books in there that's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with necessarily. So I kind of invested in the wrong stuff, let's be honest. So I kind of failed a little bit. So here lately, I have not been. It's just been when I could save up. I've been using like YouTube income to buy books. Yeah, I mean, that's how I bought. What was the last book I bought? What was the book I bought most recently? Oh, well, I did a trade with Adam, with Daymares, to upgrade. So I did a trade. So I didn't really sell. I did trade some books to him, plus a little bit of cash to upgrade my ASM 59 first MJ cover. And then I did buy a couple of smaller books that were on my hunt list. Batman 3, Tech 363, excuse me, Second Batgirl, and that Birds of Prey book. Those were both pretty cheap. And all of that kind of came from money I'd saved up from over the last several months of my little bit of YouTube funds. I don't get much. I don't even get YouTube money, because you got to earn like $100 before you get it. So I don't even always get YouTube money every month. from ads and stuff. But so most of that came from YouTube money, and then I'd saved a little other money just for comics. So I have not sold anything recently because coming with stuff I originally had for sale, just I didn't worth anything. So I did trade some stuff though. Very nice. I love that cover. I don't really know Dolphin as a character. Love that cover though. Such a cool book. So I may still get something for myself by my birthday. I don't know that it's going to be anything as big as any of the stuff on this. It may just be a smaller book. We'll just have to see. Maybe if I find the right copy of like Batgirl Adventures 1 or like the Zatanna 16 or something for a good price. Those are small enough. That Tech 369 maybe. But none of the bigger stuff on this is probably going to happen this for Christmas / birthday this year. For those who don't know, my birthday's right after, not too long after Christmas, but so it's kind of the same season. I usually do one book for both. This year, it's probably just going to end up being this. So that's probably just where we're at. We'll see. Maybe we'll find something small maybe we'll find a deal on something that we can actually pull off. But yeah, so that's been how I've been getting my comic money. So if you guys feel like give me a super chat, that's what it goes to. Is anything I've earned from ads and stuff on YouTube, I just use to help my collection a little bit. So it is technically in 24, yes. I am Jesus' stepbrother? No, I mean, we're not. So technically my birthday is in 24. So, but it's early in 24. Let's put it that way. So, and so yeah. So I well, we'll make it work. So, not too. You don't have to wait, but yes, within So very close. My mom was always very good when I was a kid about having all the Christmas stuff down before it was my birthday. So it was a separate thing because her birthday's also in January, and it was when she was a kid, it was always like, "You want something? You just had Christmas. You want another present?" So yeah. Am I worried about the Chiefs' offense? Not really. I mean, obviously they need to be better than they've been. They need to be more consistent than they've been. I do think last week against Raiders was a bit of a step forward just because of the Rice kid. But yeah, they obviously have to start being a little more consistent. If they're going to win it, the offense has got to get better. But it's Mahomes and Reed and Kelsey. I feel like if you're worried about one side of the ball, and given how well the defense is playing, they don't have to be what they've been to be good enough to win it all. Doesn't mean they're going to, but they don't have to be what they've been. They just need to be more consistent and not make the big mistakes. The turnovers and the penalties is what killed them. Yeah. What is my all-time favorite Christmas holiday song? It is not that freaking Mariah Carey song. Oh, they play that too much. I hate that song. When I was a kid, I always loved the theme to the Charlie Brown Christmas. I love that song. It just makes me think Christmas. Is it my favorite? Probably not. I'm trying to think of what else would be with it. That's just one. Whenever that comes on, it just sounds like Christmas. Trying to think what else is a Christmas song I love. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. That's the one that comes to mind. So maybe that is my favorite. Is that theme to the Charlie Brown Christmas? Travis Kelce is in Wisconsin. Do you think Taylor Swift is in Wisconsin with him? I don't know. Supposedly she came after she left Argentina. Supposedly she was in Kansas City at his new place. He'd bought a new house. It was more secluded and everything else. Supposedly there was like a mover truck there that was like, even though he'd moved in a while ago, like was moving stuff in. So people were like, oh, she's moving stuff in. And then she was in New York, and then she was right back. Whether or not she's going to the game tomorrow night, I haven't heard anything. If so, she's probably not there right now because they traveled up today, and he's going to be stuck with team meetings and all that kind of stuff. So she probably didn't travel today. But my guess is if she's going to go, she'll travel tomorrow and then come back right after the game. But I don't know her schedule. So I mean, it would kind of surprise me a little bit, given that they're in Lambeau and how historic that is, that if she doesn't go, but you never know. She may have business she got to attend to, because her business is worth a little more than his. So she may have some business elsewhere that she needs to take care of. So, but I know a lot of people are like, oh, don't talk. Who cares? Stop talking about it. Like, when they show her, it's between plays. It's not, they're going to be showing crowd shots and stuff anyway, so might as well show her. So it doesn't bother me none. But it has to be disconnected. So that's why you want to say. You just want to be, you must do it. I mean, if she does it, but she's done a little bit of acting stuff. If she does it, it's just going to be a cameo, but it would be fun. Yes, it would be very fun if she was Disco Dazzler. Yes. Oh, baby, no. But yeah. But she's also like the biggest star in the world right now, so I don't know if she'll do it or not. All right. We are right at 57 minutes, so I'm going to do a quick recap of some stuff, and then we're going to get out of here, which is mostly what I got coming up on the channel. Tomorrow night, maybe the final D&D session. I don't think so. Even if they try to brute force things, I don't think they can finish tomorrow. And if they play things out, they definitely won't finish tomorrow. If they try to brute force something, I don't think they can finish tomorrow anyway. But we're probably in the last 2 to maximum 3 D&D sessions of this campaign. They have actually finished the book. All of this is stuff that's separate in me, which means it probably won't be nearly as much fun as they want it to be. I actually need to look up some maps and stuff tomorrow to make some things work. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things go tomorrow. It could be very, very interesting for sure. But yeah, so D&D campaign is about coming to an end. I know not many of you guys hang out and watch that. Gordon does for sure. And Dwayne does. And there's a few of you that show in for those. And then we'll probably be, after the first of the year, starting a new campaign. I think Alex is going to take over as DM. So we'll be on Whitewell's channel going forward for that, which is fine. I'm ready for a break. I'm ready to just play. It was fun being the DM. I enjoyed the heck out of it. I would recommend, if you've played and you enjoyed D&D and you've never tried it, it's worth trying. It's worth doing. I will probably try to do it again at some point. I think I'll do much better the second time, I hope. But I think it'll make me better in the role-playing side of playing the game for sure. So it's fun. So that we got that to look forward to. Cash or Trash Monday. And then we're going to be starting our Indie Show Middle West run on Wednesday, and we're going to try to just do Middle West over like the next 3 weeks, and which is not the way I've done the Indie Show in the past, but for the most part. But since it's 3 volumes and there's 3 weeks kind of before Christmas, and I'm going to try to work with Tacoma and Tony Old Wolf and just crank through this over the next couple of weeks, and then get to some other reads after the holidays. So those are things coming up on the channel. Hey, Clips, what is going on? What do you get when you cross a snowman with a tiger? Frostbite. I think I've actually heard that one before, but that's a good one. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy a good winter dad joke. So if you guys got a good winter dad joke. No, my favorite kind of holiday dad joke is still Now, if I can remember it, yeah. Did you know that Santa Claus got his sleigh for free? Because it was on the house. So there you go. So yeah. All right, we're at the hour mark. I'm gonna go close this down, do a couple of things. I need to go fold some laundry and get this dog to bed because he's ready to go to bed. He's looking at me like, dude, let's go. And then I lay back down. And I got the look. So yeah, we're gonna call it night. Thanks, Bob, your uncle. We're gonna get out of here. You guys are awesome for hanging out with me. And yeah, we will catch you on later. Bye, everybody.